Huh? Well, hello there, friend. You seem to be in a precarious predicament. Call the police. Call the fire department. Call everybody. Well, here, we're actually making a video about Moomin. Wait, what? Yeah, I legit didn't plan to open the video up like this, but it was just a random idea, so... Anyway, let's talk about Moomin for a couple minutes. So, quick disclosure, I didn't really go into this with a lot of research in mind or anything. I'm just going off of what I've seen for the past couple weeks. So you know how I mentioned in my Bubsy video I got into that series recently? Well, this was shortly after I got into Bubsy. And for many years, like ever since childhood, I knew nothing and never once have heard of Moomin. It was actually till a few months ago where I found out that they had a cross-promotion with Barnes & Noble, because when I went there at one point, I saw it had its own small dedicated section, and that's how I kind of first knew about it. I thought it was just some book series or whatever that was really popular, like Dr. Seuss, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's the series, maybe it's the books, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just guessing here. And at one point, I was actually interested enough to look at everything, but with a big amount of interest in mind. But not that kind of interesting where I'm like, huh, that's pretty neat. Okay, what's that over there? But no, like, this is pretty cool. Like, that kind of interesting. And on that same day, I actually checked out some clips from the animated series, and I didn't even know it existed. And at first, it kind of looked like something that came out in the 80s, but no, it's actually the 90s, and I didn't know that at the time. Now, cut to a short time later, and here we are now. Me making this video, expressing my thoughts about Moomin. And it's actually really good. I did not expect it to go this hard. Well, when I say that, I'm going to talk about the show, not the books or anything like that. Also, I actually have the U2's plush, and I'm actually legitimately surprised that U2's, of all places, has a Moomin plush. It's awesome, by the way. The show itself is really peaceful, and I like what it actually does. Well, for episode ideas, that is. I'm not really going to dive into it, because this is something I actually literally just came up with. What I will link in the description below is from the official Moomin channel, a 24-hour live stream with actually a bunch of episodes. So if you want to check that out, then go on ahead, but when you actually enter it, don't be alarmed when you're going to jump into something completely out of context. It depends. But anyway, the characters themselves, I don't really know some of them 100%, and that's okay since, well, I mean, I'm just starting to get into this series. So I'll just talk about 4 of them for now, and then I guess just leave the rest there. I don't know, it's up to you if you want to check them out, I guess. First up is the main character, Moomin, and he's a sweet boy. I don't know what else to say. He's got a nice design, and also, I want to mention this, for the series in particular, tell me this doesn't scream Studio Ghibli vibes. It almost feels like they actually made this series. I mean, they didn't, but could you legitimately actually imagine? That'd be pretty awesome. Then there's Moomin Papa and Moomin Mama, who I actually kind of got their names wrong, because I thought it was Mama Moomin and Papa Moomin. I don't know. While they're no Bandit and Chili for me, or even Mommy and Daddy Pig, they're still sweet characters. I actually like them. Although I'll say this, Moomin Papa is kind of a gentleman with that top hat. It makes him feel very fancy. I don't know, I just like his design with it. And Moomin Mama is very sweet. I don't know, I don't have a lot to say about her. And then there's Snufkin, who looks like an elf, and I actually really like him. His design and voice kind of remind me of either N from Team Plasma, or a similar character that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but that's how much I like him. And then there are these other characters which are pretty cool, but I can't exactly give a critical, I don't know, I guess statement about them or whatever. No kidding, I'm feeling like shutting this video down already. I mean, hey, I did say we would be here for only a few minutes. Now, I will say this, if you somehow want to actually see someone else talk about this series, or just check it out for yourself, like I mentioned, I'll link the 24-hour live stream in the description. I kind of want you all to actually get a good view of this, because even though I did get into this, I can't really say too much more about it. If this was maybe my very first video about the Paw Patrol, then I would actually have a bit more to talk about, but surprisingly, no, I don't have a lot more to say. So I guess we'll just leave it here for now. If I ever feel like talking about this again, then I'll make another video about it. I don't plan on it right now, but that'll be at some point, I guess. Don't actually expect that, though. So with all that said and done, I'll see y'all later with you next time, and that'll be all for now.